Pretty straightforward agenda for today. Food to fuel your mind. There are lots of connections when it comes to what you eat and how you feel, and not just physically, mentally as well. We will touch on the best foods for your brain on the physical side and also on the mental side. And to help you get started, I'm going to share a couple recipes as we go along as well. All right, let's jump right in. I'm going to start with one that I feel like is fairly well known for brain benefits, and that is fatty fish. 60% of our brain is made of fat, and half of that fat is made up of omega-3 fatty acids, and fish are a great source of these fats. Our body does not make enough omega-3s, so we need to get them from food. These fats are part of our cell membranes and they help communication between cells. And they're very concentrated in our brain, hence the benefit of eating foods containing them regularly for our brain's physical health, right? But there's also studies pointing to the benefits in mental health as well. There are three main types of omega-3 fats: EPA, DHA, and ALA. EPA and DHA are both found in fish. There are studies pointing to EPA specifically helping with depression and dementia. So lots of good reasons to get in those healthy fats. And like I said, fish is a good source. Now, all fish have some omega-3 fatty acids in them, but some at the top of the list include mackerel, salmon, herring, anchovies, sardines, tuna. There isn't an official daily recommendation of how much omega-3s to get in. While it's not official, the recommendations are typically around 250 to 500 milligrams per day for the average person. There is some evidence that higher amounts can actually help with specific conditions like heart disease, and for our topic today, things like depression and anxiety. So chat with your doctor to learn more about those situations if you fall into one of those categories. Now, basically, eating fish just a couple days a week can usually get you close or above what that average is, the 250 to 500 milligrams per day, depending on which fish you choose. The fish I just mentioned, for example, have over 1,000 milligrams per serving. Serving size is usually about 4 ounces or the size of a deck of cards. Now, if you don't like fish, or if you can't eat fish for whatever reason, I'm going to get to some other foods, I promise. So if you guys are already chatting about it, there are other sources of good fats that I'm going to get to here in just a minute. So be patient with me. But for the fish, again, great source if you can, if you like it, if you're able to get some in. So let's throw a recipe right away here. Now, for these recipes, I'm not going to stay on the slides for a super long time. If you're able to screenshot, please go ahead. Otherwise, we will have the slides available for download on the blog post once we get that posted. All right. Okay. So I went with tuna first because it's easy and requires zero prep, a great option for lunch, I typically would say. And while you can eat tuna by itself, you can add in some more healthy ingredients with this tuna salad, for example. We substitute Greek yogurt instead of mayo for this one. And then you throw in some celery, onion for some bonus veggies. And again, you can eat this alone, or you can throw it on some whole grain bread or toast, make a sandwich out of it. And then I did throw in an easy baked salmon recipe for you all as well. Try these. Try others that you find. There's millions of recipes out there. Just make it a goal. If you're able to, again, if you like fish, if you want to give it a try to get more in during the week. It's just a really good source for our brain. And that's what we're talking about today, foods for that brain health, right? Like I said, if you don't like it, we'll talk about some other sources of those good fats here as we go through.